All right, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, June 9th, if I'm not mistaken. It's about 10 a.m. These greedy, dirty pigs just came in for their first little parade from grazing. Coming up for a drink, maybe a little shot of mineral. And this is what I ended up putting together yesterday. It was high past time. This should have been done last year. The world did not end though. Everything's okay. Yeah, I've been getting by with a 2.5 by 7. Well, since day one. That's all we've ever used. I saw it fit with the amount of head that's here now that two of these circular tanks, these are, what the hell are these? These are 6-footers. I wanted 7s. They stopped making 7s. They only had 6s and 8s available. And yeah, picked up 2 of these. I put this, I used my engineering degree that I got from Hard Knocks University. Just kind of put this together. A cheap old little splitter. I think that came from Tractor Supply. Yeah, it did. It did. You just make sure you got all the rubber gaskets in there and everything's perfectly fine. Set this up yesterday. And it's in perfect condition this morning. Full to the top. Floats would stop, obviously. That's the goal here. And they're both running at the same time, not to mention the automatic water in the beef barn's running too, so it's kind of a low flow of water. But I think we've got a perfect scenario here for the water for the cattle, and I believe life is good. Now I set down, I've been doing a lot of gravel maintenance around here. I reserved a couple of days to fix not only the homestead driveway, which took a beating, but of course obviously the farm. I ended up putting 4 good scoops of this predominant clay. This would be equivalent to a 22A MDOT spec, a little heavier in clay. I ended up putting this down, and what's going to end up having to happen though, with all the foot traffic of the cattle here, you can already start seeing it. I'm going to end up having to have some fill on hand here, at least for this year, and continue to add here, or it's just going to become an absolute cliff, for the lack of better words. Yeah, everything's going okay here. I've been working on the brand new baler. As stupid as it sounds, I've learned how to load up net wrap, and it's all locked and loaded, ready to go. And as a precautionary, or shall I say an emergency, I also went and picked up 8 rolls of round baler twine. Now I don't have any intentions of twine wrapping round bales, but my baler's got that feature, and I believe it's a good plan B in the event something happens, or nonetheless run out of net wrap. But I got to continue to learn that. That's what I'm doing here for the rest of this morning before I start hooking up to the disc binds and changing knives and gearboxes and oils and general maintenance and greasing and all that other stuff. So yeah, thought you might enjoy looking at this, seeing this, and I'm very happy with the way it turned out. I just got to keep heavy tabs on where they're always stepping here. It's going to really sink in. And other than that, I think we're doing real good here. No new calves this morning. And, go from there. Yeah, the other water tanks are running. Holstein heifers are as well, so limited flow of water. But what's really nice about this is how large the tanks are, in my world anyway. So there's a great excess amount of water here. I can't see how these would ever be drinking dry, even on a 100-degree high humidity day. I can't see it, but we will see what happens. I don't know. I'm also gonna probably, I think I gotta wait a few more days per calendar. I will be, in my words, drenching both of these tanks with cord, which is a 21-day precautionary preventative, and maybe we'll do a little video on that. So I've become a very firm believer in that as of last year. Now all that business is going to stop here after one more drenching. I basically consider it a springtime preventative precautionary. That's it, folks. Got to get my lazy button gear here. Just thought you'd like to take a nice look at this. I'm pleased. I think the cattle are too. Used to only be room for about 3 of them to take a drink at a time. Now I'd have to say about 6 or 7 of them are better than that. So, yeah, it's going good. You can see we started a fresh new paddock here this morning, and we are definitely in thirds. These last 4 paddocks are actually getting pretty overgrown, but no harm, no foul. Everything will be okay. You can obviously see their last paddock. It's pretty neat how that is. Regrowth is going pretty good. We do need a shot of rain, and we've got one coming. Unfortunately, I'm hearing a lot of warnings. It's kind of the talk of the town right now, especially for farmers, that this rain that we're getting starting tonight is going to have some power behind it. I'm hearing up to almost 2 inches. Well, I've got a whole bunch of new seeding out there right now that has not popped up, so that's going to do some damage. But we'll see what happens. We'll talk to you sooner than later.